Yes, y'all know how Dream get. R&B Dream. Here. Ready. Let's go. You send me swinging. Oh, you send me swinging. I wait for the day. A sweet gentle sway. Don't you night, say, oh, you send me swinging. You send me swinging. Oh, you send me swinging. I never thought I'd really find someone so beautiful and kind. Oh, what you've done to me. With just the little things you do, you got me crazy over you. And it's getting stronger. When I'm with you, I fall deeper in love. When music is the one thing my heart is sure of. So I sweet gentle sway brought you love my way. Until the night. Oh, you send me swinging. You send me swinging. Oh, you send me swinging. Yeah, baby, go down, baby. What y'all talking about? Y'all better get ready, dog. Hey, my CD is coming. My album is coming. What's up, family? What's the deal? What's the deal? You send me swinging. I be singing. Hey, y'all gotta check. In the car, I be going off, boy. That shit crazy. In the shower and shit, nigga be say, I don't care. Nigga be probably looking at me. I be driving. I be gone, nigga. You send me swing. Them boys used to blow, boy. What? It go down. Hey, chaos in the blood. God damn. I'm telling you, if I come back, I'm coming back as a singer. A dope ass R&B singer. I ain't playing no games, boy. What's the deal, family? What's the deal? Super Bowl 59 Decoded. Super Bowl 59 Decoded. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Yes, sir. So y'all know how this thing goes, man. I got to do it every year. The Super Bowl is a spiritual message for the family. The Super Bowl is a spiritual message for the family, and it got a lot of codes that Spirit is giving you. Now, before I start, I want to preface that this is Spirit at play. So it ain't no person or being or like Kendrick connecting the dots and shit like that, right? No, this is Spirit at play that's making things happen through people, through these vessels of people. And they're giving you the understanding of how you're supposed to move in this particular time, especially with all this Trump stuff happening and this 9-year energy and the year of the snake. It's showing naked ass, and the Super Bowl lining up the way it lined up. Oh yeah, nothing but codes and clues in that whole thing. So I'm excited about this build. I'm gonna read some of Panic's book, and then I'm gonna read some of this book too, so we can get deeper into the fold. Because Panic got a whole bunch of information. It's like damn near Panic is in this goddamn year, rising in power to the God. Super Bowl 59, Super Bowl 59. So the biggest idea of the Super Bowl that we got to address is the inferiority complex. This inferiority complex is holding people back. See, you're living in this particular incarnation and you want to be able to be your most powerfulest self in this incarnation, right? But we've been tricked and duped into believing in one, white Jesus, which has a strong hold on a lot of people, but two, that we are an inferior race. Not until, the information age or the internet started really springing forward, people started to wake up and say, oh, wait, yeah, oh, wow, we've been here. Oh, that's us in Egypt. Oh, Egypt ain't bad. You feel me? Started getting information at a large mass spread where now, you can come into your own rights, your sovereign right as a chaos being, as a melanated being. Now, to all my Caucasian people out there, hey, if you feel that you have the light, then hey, go for yours. You feel me? I'm just speaking to the people that do have the costume on, this black skin, if you will, right? And this Nubian skin. And I'm just speaking in reverence of the understanding that they need to have for themselves in order to move in this particular time. So this whole Super Bowl is about that, this inferiority complex coming to an end and literally ushering in a new vibration for melanated people around, right? And no other than the God, the GOAT himself, Kendrick, is going to be a huge staple in ushering in the new regime of melanated supremacy. Melanin supremacy. See, I did a tape a long time ago about why when you say white supremacy, you're just giving them more power. You're just giving the idea more power. You want to be supreme in your own chaos being, right? The end. See, it's a mindset shift. This whole world is yours. So you have to be able to understand that to the core and move accordingly. Once you start putting yourself on a higher throne, a higher land, a higher mind about you, then everything else starts to shift and work in your favor. But if you have this subconscious programming in the background that, oh shit, it's a white man, so shit, he subconsciously is better than me, right? In whatever facet way, whatever, right, imaginary way that you're believing, until you eradicate that whole notion of white is right based off of the programming that you've been infused with, then you can never get on your shit and be the sovereign God right being that you were supposed to be, because it was all a trick. It's a trick of the Matrix, and they did a masterful job of putting their people in the forefront. And now it's time for you to take back your rightful place on the throne and wear your crown high and walk with confidence and assurance and love for yourself. So yeah, Kendrick and SZA, oh boy, and look, Spirit just hit me with a whole bunch of plays of why this whole thing, Kendrick and SZA, is leading or ushering in this Super Bowl. Because at the end of the day, it's time to watch the party die. And when we speak about watching the party die, we're speaking about a certain party that they've been having for the past 400 years. Let's just keep it in the in the context of the program system. See, them black Air Force Ones, boy, is saying, nigga, we about to stomp out all of that bullshit. Stomp out that whole way of thinking. None of that stuff has anything to do with us being, being inferior or whatever, right? So with Kendrick dropping this song on 9/11, right after he made his Super Bowl announcement, I said, oh, okay, this whole song is the Super Bowl. Whatever he's saying in this song, it's the Super Bowl. Now, y'all know I did a decode on this song, and I told y'all about him really tapping into the Mountain Dews. And the Mountain Dews, you know what I'm saying? If y'all put it in the chat if y'all need the code word for that. But the Mountain Dews have been orchestrating a powerful regime of white is right and this inferiority complex against melanated beings, Nubian beings. So I want to address the issue and come for it in a space of violence. I'm wearing my Black Air Force Ones now, baby. I'm stomping all that bullshit out. You feel me? So you can't stop it physically. You got to do it mentally. All that picket fence or whatever, holding up your signs and shit to get white people to see you. That DEI shit that people are going crazy about. Nigga, you gotta, in your own heart, in your own being, have to know that this is about you saying, I'm above anything that you're trying to throw at me. You're not about to give me no handouts. I'm making the handouts for you. Hello, message. So once you shift your mindset into, I am the rightful heir of this specific place, and I'm running amok on this bitch, then essentially everything will start to show its naked ass. And that's what we're talking about. So this book is called The Secret Science of Black Male and Female Sex, T.C. Carrier. Very good book, Black Male and Female Sex, T.C. Carrier. We're actually reading it in the Patreon whenever we get to it, but it's a very good book. The brother is dropping, and he's really going into the sexual component, but he reminds me of like a little bit of Bobby and a little Panic in the way he writes this thing. He says, we have become comfortable with dying 1,000 times every day. We succumb to our lowest expectations and fears, and we have such low self-esteem that we internalize our shortcomings as permanent fixtures in our DNA. He's talking about melanated people, Nubian people, you. We accept defeat without even trying to fight the good fight. We have learned that ignorance is bliss. If all behavior is learned, we have become scholars in the school of cowardice and fear. Message. So just understand, and it's a worldwide thing because you know they lightening their skin in Jamaica and shit. You have the most natural, beautifulest light skin, or not light skin, but light, actual light, emanation of light skin that's showing naked ass. And for some reason, you got tricked into believing that it's trash. No, it's time to take that back. See, the reason why Caucasian people are quote unquote winning is because they already had a mindset or a belief system instilled in them that they were better than you or that they were better than everybody. So now you have to be able to instill that in yourself and your children because, again, that Jesus complex of seeing a white savior figure is holding you back from your greatness. I don't care how spiritual you are. If you still have a religious motif in the form of psychology, in the form of psychological manipulation, and when you see a Caucasian person, then you're still not in your right state of mind, your chaos state of mind. No matter if they're your boss or not. See, you got to really understand how subtle this shit is. You see a black person as your boss, you damn near look at them almost as comfortable and not as an authoritative figure, which is fucked up. God damn. But you see a white man as your boss, you looking at that nigga like he goddamn. Hey, you looking at that nigga like, God damn, this is my Lord and Savior right here, baby. And you know I ain't lying. It's so subtle, you probably won't even notice you do it. Some of y'all that got co-workers and shit or workers, the nigga, you got a boss, he black. He the owner of the company. You looking at him like, hey, shit, I don't give a fuck, nigga. You can't tell me shit. You got that white manager though, you looking at him, yes sir. Ha! Looking crazy to the bitch, boy. That's a big complex on your mind that's fucking you up. See, you got to understand, you are here for this last ride. So you're gonna let a skin color determine who's better than you? And this is all subconscious because you probably don't even know you're doing it. So now we got to get off of that aspect that's holding us back from our greatest good. It says from the 1-year-old baby to the 90-year-old great grandpa, we have voluntarily given up our personal definition and understanding of reality and adopted the reality of the same system that has never had our best interests as its goal. Do you wonder why you can't stay on your diet? Do you wonder why your children are rebelling? Do you wonder why you can never get ahead of paying your bills? Do you wonder why you can't seem to save money? Do you wonder why you vote for different politicians or of different political parties, but nothing ever changes? Do you wonder why you can't seem to stay physically fit? The system of your indoctrination thought process was purposely designed and maintained to produce these above results. So what do you do to get better? Here we go. We run back to the same system that inhibits our quality of life as human beings with inalienable rights and ask them to help fix us despite ourselves. Nigga, that whole DEI shit that Obama put out is a trap, boy. That's keeping you in slavery. Slavery ain't real. That's a figment of your imagination that they keep on programming you with. I heard my bro God Noble and Pooh yesterday on Rich's thing, on Rich's channel. He said, see what you're watching, they're gonna keep you in that repetitious factor of keep you enslaved in that kind of idea, in that paradigm. So whenever you watch it, you just get jolted back. It's like little subtle cues of, oh yeah, I was a slave. Oh yeah, I was a slave. Because you identify with this skin, and then you transform the stereotype that they keep on showing you into less than, inferior, slave. And then you carry out certain adventures in this reality that keeps that reality alive. So now, because it's hard for you to see yourself in a different light, and this is all subconsciously, you're having a hard time becoming your own boss. You're having a hard time going out to hunt and kill for yourself because you believe that you need Sky Daddy or a white savior to give you handouts, food stamps, Section 8, welfare. And then, or even worse, work for less than you are and say it's DEI. Well, at least, hey, I'm doing my part. Ha! Chaos in the blood, baby. Hey, I'm just, I can't make it up. Hell nah. We try to tweak the system. We try to justify and rationalize our participation in the system by accepting its flaws as a normal occurrence of life. In other words, because we have such low self-esteem and no concept of what it means to be free, we put up with the hurt, pain, disappointment, lack of fulfillment, strife, stress, and anguish. Nigga, you mentally getting hit with a switch, boy. Nigga, your ass is getting hit with that switch mentally. Oh, well, it is what it is. You feel me? You got to get off of that whole ideology of you being a slave because it's keeping you entrapped into the system they want to create a people of color, Nubian people, to have this inferior aspect of themselves where they can't thrive and strive. Now again, them young niggas, they enough is enough. They that Christ consciousness coming into the fold, but they need to be able to control or bring their chaos back into order. Because they like literally running amok, which is good, but then they have to be able to bring it into order to override certain systematic cues. And when you see Kendrick demonstrating discipline, demonstrating excellence, and I'm gonna show y'all, hey, look, this decode is gonna be crazy. Y'all gonna be like, God damn, that shit is spirit for real. Kendrick, and this is not him doing this purposely. I don't want y'all to understand that. This is spirit lining up Kendrick to make the certain move that he need to make in this Super Bowl that's going to hopefully free the masses of melanated being. Hopefully. Because, you know, some people because, you know, they got a trick for all of that shit. You feel me? Right when he do his play, if you don't catch the clues and the cues of what he's trying to empower into people, then nigga, hey, I ain't gonna lie, that shit. You know, you just gonna have to, because you know it's gonna be a trick where other people are gonna try to combat what he did with that low vibrational woe is me Negro spiritual shit. Nah, he can't do all that black shit. He can't do all that melanin. That nigga is going to destroy an idea, a party that's been running supreme in this particular time that needs to be destroyed so we can all move into another level of God and genius. So I'm excited about it, and I'm gonna show y'all how it's gonna get down. This is not why we chose to be physical beings in this particular place and time. We didn't choose to be slaves, nigga. You tripping. You chose to have an adventure and carry out this adventure in the way that you see fit. We did not choose to be physical beings in this particular time as slaves. We all had a life purpose in the spiritual realm before we agreed to participate in this physical body. Somewhere along the way, somebody hijacked that purpose and replaced it with their own agenda. So if the mind is all, the universe is mental, then the first thing they have to capture is your mind. And if they capture your mind by putting you in these public schools at the age of 3, now I seen they trying to do pre-K. They trying to do pre-K earlier than that. They trying to do pre-K at the age of 3, boy, or whatever that pre-K is. They trying to take your kids for free at a younger age. Come on, baby, just bring them to me. I got you. You feel me? And then it's just slowly but surely getting them indoctrinated into the system that they're trying to keep running. Hey, y'all like the video, man? Like this thing up. What's up, y'all? What's the deal, family? I see y'all in here. Yeah, go down. Like it up. Like it up. They changed the image of the biblical figure and historical figures into Caucasians. They were originally so-called black people. Yeah, they were melanated beings. And they were all stories like Osiris, melanated. We're just telling a story, a mythological story that's in the form of symbols that's giving us energy within ourselves. Because at the beginning of all of this, we're energy first. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm helping people eradicate their energy of low vibrational, woe is me, inferiority mindset energy that doesn't serve you. You feel me? Cowards die many times before their death. The valiant never taste death but once. William Shakespeare. The advertisement industry understands that sex sells and we consume it with a passion. We believe that if I use this deodorant, people will find me more attractive. If I drive this car or wear a certain garment, people will fall in love with me. If I smoke the cigarettes or drink this liquor, people will see me as a success. So on and so on. We are the people who think we are free, but in actuality, we are enslaved to a system of thoughts that keeps us in perpetual bondage. This is the worst type of slavery. The slave who really believes he is free. Ha! The slave who really believes he is free. So, in order to control your universe, you must control your mind, right? Universe, one song. So, the song is your vibration. So, you have to control or shift your vibration into something beyond the less than complex or the low self-esteem. I can't see myself, in a higher place, in a greater reality, right? My ceiling is cut off at 50,000 a year, 100,000 a year, 300,000 a year, and I'm gonna go to work for them, and that's my life. You feel me? See, you can see the times is changing, and we're gonna get to it just based off of you seeing all the quarterbacks in the leagues are turning black or becoming black. And that was a thing of the past. That was something that was taboo back in the day. Boys only had white quarterbacks. They didn't believe in no black quarterbacks. Warren Moon was, the first one to jump out there like that. And then, we had others, Michael Vick and all of that, right? But now, as you can see, half of the league is black. And then when the draft comes, oh boy, this draft, oh yes, sir, come on. The first two damn picks is gonna be black quarterbacks. So what is that? So that means there's a time changing. Nigga, D'Amico Ryans at the Houston Texans should get the goddamn coach of the year. Fuck all that bullshit. He did a great job without any receivers or anything. I'm sitting here like, damn, D'Amico, you doing your thing with this trash squad. He did his thing, boy. Y'all tripping. Okay. This is the worst type of slavery, the slave who really believes he is free. We are the slave who is comfortable in his oppression because he doesn't want to pay the price for his freedom. We have become too frightened to want to experience the depths of what true freedom represents. So we wallow in our self-pity and continue to live and believe in a lie. Whoever controls the image and information of the past will determine what and how future generations will think, and whoever controls the information and image of the present will also determine how the same people will view the past. So the TV is going away for sure. Right now they got app TVs where shit, now you can just plug and play whatever you want to watch. But it's still going to be an important notion for you to watch stuff that actually serves you. You feel me? Instead of like watching what they're trying to give you, watch what actually serves you, which is you being enriched, enlivened, poured into. It doesn't matter if it's you watching Caucasian people or black people, right? If they're speaking a message of unconditional love for yourself and power for yourself and enlivening your mind to another level of God, then that's what you need to be watching. Now, I'm not saying don't watch, your ignorant shows. You're not supposed to be engulfed in them ignorant shows. You're supposed to be observing it. Like, oh wow, these motherfuckers. Because you can observe people on a subconscious level, right? You can see it all over them. Like we watching that show. What's it called? Wags. I think it's called Wags. Wags on Netflix. I watched 2 episodes of it, and that girl was judging the hell out of that girl, boy, doing that tape, that sex tape. I said, well, goddamn, you better hope one of her ex don't put out that tape because you know niggas got that tape in the tuck. She playing, boy. I said, oh, she already judging her. She don't even know her walk of life. The goddess is like, yeah, you know, hey, I'm just here. You know, somebody put out a bad, you know, put out my image. I thought I was in love, whatever. Cool. 50 went and bought that shit. They could put that on his website. That's some diabolical shit. I can't get with that, 50. God damn. I can't get with that. You don't do no shit like that. You got to be more player. That's like recording in a strip club. So I don't know what 50 was on when he did that, but you know, whatever. You know, everybody plays fuck up, whatever, right? So that girl judging is, you know, an aspect of us understanding like, wow, black people really don't have no compassion or no heart for nobody. They just want to look a certain way based off of their status and them looking cool or whatever, even in their damn 40s. Like, bitch, you got 5 kids. You better sit your ass down somewhere and talk about status and shit. Niggas still trying to be the man in the club. That's that it. See, I can see her I can see all of it. She probably was running for homecoming queen and shit. Nobody voted for her. She probably, I'm just telling y'all what it is. That shit be crazy, boy. Niggas be trying to make it at 50. Trying to be somebody. Niggas, sit your old ass down, boy, and chill, relax, enjoy life. They can't wait to get on them shows, boy, to turn up and say, look at me, look at me. See, when you still have that look at me shit, you fucking up big time. So you may ask yourself, what does this have to do with black male and female sex? Everything. It is time to break free from the solutions that your slave master gave you to address your own problem that he created for you in the first place. Breaking free, breaking free, breaking free. So yeah, again, that book is T.C. Carrier, The Secret Science of Black and Male Female Sex. Is an absolute gem. And I'm gonna continue reading it with the Patreon family. So this song happened right after the Super Bowl announcement on 9/11, right? And that was a strategic play by Kendrick to usher in a new vibration. See, when you watch Kendrick, you know that he's going for a bigger purpose, a bigger calling. He's like, you know what? Instead of me just making good music, hey, let me run this shit up and see how far I can push this thing. You feel me? Obviously, his mentors, Kobe, and Kobe's transition day was the other day, rising the power to the God, 5 years. His mentors is, you know what I'm saying, influencing his mind in a particular way of making this moment that you have, this lifetime, this incarnation that you have, count, especially if you have the platform for it. And boy, he does. So in him being strategic, dropping stuff and being so disciplined in his walk, shit, now we can see how far this thing goes on Super Bowl day. So here's some of the lyrics that's going to tell you what the Super Bowl is about. It says, and so it's up if you ain't one of us. It's bad news. My nigga Jay Estrada said, I got to burn it down to build it up. That confirmation real as fuck. It ain't too many real as us. Locking into what I trust. Looking outside. The kid live tomorrow because today the party just died. And they coming with them black Air Force Ones, and he about to wreck a muck on that Super Bowl watch. And I'm gonna show you all the codes to prove that he's coming with a whole different vibration than what people think he's gonna do. Obviously, you know, Drake, he targeted one particular Mountain Dew in Drake and said, okay, I'm gonna go for him. And boy, did it work, and boy, did he pull it off. And he absolutely did a great job, because if Drake is part of that Mountain Dew energy, right, then we're trying to exemplify a certain culture or a certain energy of melanated greatness that we are. Now, again, you know, Drake, you know, he is half melanated, so it's up. You feel me? Is he's in the fold, but who you identify with can be seen from a mile away. And obviously, you know, we got two black quarterbacks in this Super Bowl, and one you can tell identifies with melanated beings, and the other identifies with even though that nigga can play, boy, Drake can play too, shit. But shit, you just got to see the signs and clues in the spiritual energy signatures that they giving out. And, you know, love who you love, right? You know, nothing wrong with that. Love who you love. You feel me? Hell, I think Saquon Barkley's wife is white. You feel me? But remember, this ain't about like the personal. This is about the spiritual, seeing it from another lens, another level of subconscious play that spirit is trying to give you. They not like us, and it's something in our code that gives us power, that gives us creativity, that makes us move in a different light and fashion. Obviously, if you really know the history or her story of melanated beings, we created everything. Everything. Shout out to George Washington Carver. I mean, he's just a symbol for us creating everything. And yes, he used to talk to plants. So that means he was in a whole nother tune vibration that set him up to keep on living in his true power, right? To create. And it's just creating with passion. You feel me? It's not creating with like force. It's creating because you love to do a certain thing. All of these melanated creators, and there's more. I couldn't even put the whole list up. All of these melanated creators created everything you see happening. And we just got to understand that to the core. Wait a minute. If all of these people created, if we create everything, then what am I doing in this specific life where I stop the creation flow, where I stop the creation process? Boy, you know how easy it is for melanated people to have kids. I touched D-Ray, we having a kid. Ha! So now you got to understand, like, that shit ain't. So then there's another side. There's some Caucasian people that it's a hard thing to have kids. But the kids is just a physical representation of creation out of love, out of passion. So now when you understand how shit, like I'm trying to stay away, shit. You feel me? I had a homegirl in the hood. She had 8 kids, nigga, by the time we was like 25 and shit. But she was on that, you know, the drugs and shit, the crack thing was happening heavy. 8. We was like, well, god damn, she was gone. But she was dropping them quick. Started at like 14 and shit. You feel me? So then, obviously, you know, some of the goddesses might be having a hard time, but that might be based off of the birth control and stuff like that. Nigga, did y'all see that post Yaki posted? I said, oh, this nigga running in muck. That nigga said that jab. It's called. I was reading that shit. I said, wait, what did this nigga just say? He said the jab is causing boys to have dis-ease, STDs and all. I said, oh, it's going up. It's up. See, when you start saying some claims like that, you gotta back that shit up. And I'm pretty sure the guy can. Because, you know, you don't want to get in trouble with, you know, whatever, right? You don't really want the spotlight on you. You really got to hold that in private groups. You feel me? Say, hey, look, I just found some shit. But since he put it out there, fuck it. You feel me? I was like, oh, okay, bet. Ha, it's up. So now I want to encourage the family to understand, like, if you did take the jab, just do a fast. Well, 3-day fast, maybe 5 days, whatever. Just you got to hit that fast. Because essentially your body is going to clean it out. As melanated beings, we'll clean that shit out. We're going to take out whatever doesn't serve us in our being. You feel me? Say affirmations in a fast and you'll be good. I was telling boys, I don't give a fuck what they telling you. Do not take none of that shit. You feel me? Sure enough, now it comes out. Y'all seen that Fauci list? That shit was long and crazy. I was like, they keep on reposting that Fauci thing. I'm like, damn. So yeah, maybe Yaki is right, shit, because I just seen the list. I just seen it yesterday with the Fauci list. And shit, I was like, what the fuck? That's a lot. God damn. That whole tactic is never gonna work on. I mean, it shouldn't work. You know, some people still try to vote for Kamala and shit. Crazy. So yeah, we're the creators all. It's us, right? And you know, 2 black quarterbacks once again, right? The first time it ever happened was 2 years ago, and it was these same quarterbacks, or 3 years ago, and it was the same quarterbacks, right? And now it's happening again, and this time, guess what? Somebody else is going to take the fold. So when I decoded them 3 years ago, I basically told y'all what time it is, and I'm gonna go run through that real quick. Obviously, this is about being indigenous to the land. That's you, right? This is your land, right? Melanated beings, right? I'll just go to the Dogon and that whole science, right? This is where you were born. You wasn't brought over here on a boat. So you got to get that out of your mind that you were ushered over here on a boat. Now, some people might have took a boat. Some people took a plane, whatever. But at the same time, at the end of the day, the whole world was yours regardless. So understanding to the core that the land that you walk on is giving you energy, especially when you ground. That's real creative power that you have by just being at home and being on your earth, on your land, which is everywhere in the world, by the way. So understand that you're indigenous to this land. Your history didn't start with slavery. You're indigenous to the world. Your ancestors been running amok on this thing. Y'all just keep coming back, putting yourself in different places and time spaces and energy signatures. The chiefs, same thing with the chiefs. Indigenous, melanated people. It's you. It's you. You're indigenous chief. The chief, symbol of the chief, is you. Native American. So now, what's interesting about this whole thing, right, with the indigenous energy that's happening and that's on the rise, is that we have to understand to the core that this is your land and you're the chief of your land. And If you need more understanding about this, go get this book. They Came Before Columbus, The African Presence in Ancient America. Ivan Van Sertima. This is a must read. It'll break off all of that ideology of you were a slave and you got brought here on the ship. You've been here. They got pyramids and all kind of monuments and stuff that shows and claims that you were here. So this is your home. All of it. And just to be able to understand that, you can understand that slavery is just a blimp in the eye, and they keep on putting that image out to you to feed you into an inferiority complex. So now, here we go. This is where it's at. So SZA and Kendrick, first big hit, first song, was this song, Kendrick Lamar and SZA, All the Stars. Let's play that video, shall we? And this happened February 6, 2018. And the whole video is just indigenous ties to it. I said, oh, you cannot make this shit up. Hold on, watch this. Y'all check this out. Say, that nigga K-Dot funny. This nigga on a boat going through a sea of people like he Moses in this bitch with a staff. That nigga God, boy. That nigga been trying to shit on there. Hey, the subconscious cues, baby. So y'all see the red, y'all see the fezzes, right? That's you being the Moorish to this land. What we talking about? You feel me? So I'm gonna explain why this video is important and why this is basically the All-Star game. And Kendra and SZA headlining this, and this being their first song together, is essentially giving you a play and a clue on what time they trying to bring forth to this Super Bowl. And even the red fezzes, they shit. We've been wearing them red hats, boy. Them MAGA hats, whatever, make America great again. Mine just coming in, shit. Hey, you got a code switch on their ass. Yeah, you wear that MAGA hat on their bitch. Them red hats, boy, that's been a staple of ours. Them fezzes, it just means power. Love for yourself, sovereign being. You feel me? You're ruling the world. That's what time it is. You feel me? And that's who you are. Stars are closer. You're a star. Every man and woman is a star. You are a star, melanated being. You are seeing a backdrop of yourself in the sky. You look up, you're just seeing emanations of yourself in the sky because you're just reflecting or beaming down light to yourself. And the real self is inside. So they telling you straight up, hey, look, y'all are the stars and y'all are here to show naked ass and be bright. He's showing the guyhood, the sovereignhood that you are. You feel me? This is basically placing you back in America and saying, look, nigga, this is your right here on earth to be king of everything you survey.
I recognize you for calling you the moral to the story. You endorsing, motherfucker, I don't even like you. Corrupt a man's heart with a gift. That's how you find out who you're dealing with. A smart percentage you I'm building with.
Now, y'all see the Black Panthers, though. This was obviously with SZA and Kendrick doing this first song together. This was the Black Panther soundtrack. And obviously, y'all know the Black Panther was a huge shift in melanated people here in America minds. See, when that Black Panther movie came out, nigga, you seen everybody. Y'all remember everybody was wearing dashikis and everything. And I think I was on YouTube saying, I know y'all niggas gonna wear them dashikis. I see y'all wearing them dashikis heavy. In the movie theater, black as hell, loud and everything. White people were scared to be in the theater that day. You seen all type of people wearing dashikis, some old grandmas and everything. Got canes, old grandpas wearing the dashiki with the hat, the African kufi hat too. I was like, oh, it's going down, baby. That whole movie, that whole movie had niggas fucked up, boy. They was gonna represent, nigga. What? Hey, I can't make it up. They was gonna represent is just representing. Look, nigga, you are the ruler of this root chakra area. So stand on your shit and rule over this thing. See my last video when I talked about Set, I was explaining that look, you have to be ruling over your physical world in order for your spiritual world to be activated. If you can't rule over your physical, then that's saying a lot about your lower three chakras and how you walk on this particular realm. Because it's all mental. That's all it is. It's mental. It's a disciplined mental energy that you have to capture. But essentially, once you do capture it, then you rise to another level of godhood where you start to receive more and more channels and downloads that actually gives you a soul level travel and gives you channels to understand how to move in this particular incarnation. Very important to understand. Rule over your world. Your world is you. See, when the guy TC Carrier is saying that we're letting the material run us, some of y'all might be spending your whole paycheck just to survive. And you really don't have to do that. I get it. Inflation is kicking niggas' ass and shit like that right now. But essentially, there's going to have to come a point in time where you say, you know what? Let me downgrade because I don't give a fuck how people perceive me. I'm doing me and I'm going to do me to the fullest. And it doesn't matter about the material, right? As long as I'm living out my life in a space of freedom and I can, you know, carry out missions, then obviously you got to keep working your way to that level of freedom where the money is raining down supreme on you. And I'm telling you, I've done it. So it's not as hard as it may seem. It's more so about just changing your mindset and consistently chopping at it every day until something clicks in your being, and then everything starts to just shift and come to you based off of your mindset. Trust and believe. So the white people have this complex, this superiority complex, that they feel like they can just make things happen based off of their imagination. So then ideas come to them, which puts them in position to win. Even if they take losses, they keep going because they know it's a game, right? Melanated people, we take one loss and then I'm good. Not knowing that loss is just setting you up, or that lesson is just setting you up for something bigger and greater down the line. But because you can't see the bigger and greater, and because you've been programmed into believing that you're less than, so you fall right back into that victimhood, old self mentality that keeps you stuck and stagnant and afraid to win. So now it's important for you to start deprogramming all that gunk and junk that doesn't serve you, because at the end of the day, it's going to keep you in shackles. Drop it. So this is Kendrick and SZA showing black culture, melanated culture, Nubian culture, royalty, goddesshood, kingdom, right? The royal penis is clean, your highness. We're coming to America. You are the prince of Zamunda. You're the queen of everything you survey. You're walking on water, baby. Come on, dog. You can't make this stuff up. So now, understanding your power and changing your mindset to royalty, right, is a key cog in you shifting your world. I just did a whole guided meditation Sunday service on the Patreon where we did a whole royalty build, where we is essentially putting the crowns on ourselves, kingdomhood, putting ourselves in a winning position, in a thriving position, in a position of power first. And that's all in the mind with the guided meditation and the work. So that video happened February 6, 2018, right? This is the first time Kendrick and SZA joined or collabed on a song, and it was a mass thing. You feel me? It's a big hit, right? The first time. So now, obviously, they're going to have some Super Bowl that's going to come into the fold. Kendrick and SZA, and they're going to bring the heat based off of, you know, them being so tied together. They're damn near brother and sister in this bitch. You feel me? See, Kendrick doing that interview with SZA was just telling you, yeah, this is my sister, so fuck what y'all talking about. You feel me? Ain't no funny business going on. They just have the masculine energy, divine masculine energy, and divine feminine energy happening, and it's showing naked ass in this specific time. So I'm excited to see what they bring, right, in that time. And then also, as I said, the Black Panther came out February 16th during that 2018. That song was for the Black Panther as well, right? And obviously the Black Panther set so many records, including the biggest February debut ever by anything, highest grossing film by a Black director, 10th highest grossing film of all time so far. Broke so many records. Okay, they did win a reward. It's won Marvel's movie's first Oscar. Shadow stereotypes in race and gender in blockbusters. Because at that time, remember, you didn't see that much melanin on the screen, boy. Niggas came in droves to see that. And that shit was absolutely God. So SZA and Kendrick being the spark of that first Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Black Panther, Wakanda, was a key play in what the Super Bowl is about to bring. And it says the Black Panther explores the conflict surrounding the theft of Wakanda's precious vibranium, a rare and powerful resource. The story follows T'Challa's journey as he defends his kingdom from enemies like Useless Call and Eric Killmonger, who seeks to use vibranium for destructive purposes that threaten global stability. So obviously we know vibranium as melanin, right? But also just understanding that they're stealing something beyond the melanin, the neuromelanin, they're stealing your mind. And they're trying to keep you entranced in a certain reality of, we need you, white man. Like I'm saying, that DEI shit was a whole play against your mind to believe that you need them. You don't need them, boy. You need yourself. You need yourself to stand up for you and be in your rightful place on the throne. So Black Panther was such a major hit that, you know, it's shattered records, and it explains something beyond the human that you had to see with your subconscious eye, with your first eye. So that whole American play, right, when the Caucasian people were trying to steal the vibranium and bring it back to America, that was a huge code that should let you know that we got the juice, which is creative energy. Y'all remember Black Panther? It was a whole creative space. and Killmonger being from America, but having the vibranium or melanin inside of him naturally was just a reflection of us on the West that's going through something that's trying to find its place back home or find his right state of mind, which we're coming back into right now. Our right state of mind, our chaos state of mind. So now, obviously, Black Panther 3 is coming out. Shout out to Denzel for ruining their surprise, boy. That nigga said that shit, and I was like, oh, shit, okay. I said, bet. That nigga said that as he getting old, boy. Denzel just said, yeah, man, I'm doing a few more movies left. I'm doing this, and I'm gonna do Black Panther 3, and then I'm gonna call it a wrap. I said, oh, Denzel, you wasn't supposed to say that yet. God damn, thank you, though. Ha! He put that out there quick, boy, on their ass. I said, yes, sir. And that Black Panther 3, that shit, you already know that shit gonna be stupid fire. Hopefully. Now, I seen the God, he got another movie coming out with Michael B. Jordan on, I think it's called Sinners. It was called Sinners. It's coming out April 14th or some shit like that. So we'll see what he do before then. And I seen Jordan Peele, he coming out with a movie too. I said, oh, okay, you better redeem yourself, boy, because that last movie he did, Jordan Peele, what was it called? The fuck was that shit called? That shit was called that nigga tripped. What was that last movie he called? What was the last movie that nigga did? Jordan Peele. He did damn, what was the name of it? It was something bad. Me and Yosef went to the theaters to see it. That nigga Yosef came out of the theater and said that was good. I said, nigga, that was the worst movie I ever seen. Was Nope. Yeah, Nope. It was definitely a Nope. God damn. I said, hell nah, boy. All right. So also February 4th, 2018, when SZA and Kendrick dropped that song, their first song together, was the Super Bowl. Uh-oh. Super Bowl winners against the Patriots. And I think I decoded this too as well. I believe I did. And Nick Foles wins MVP. Uh-oh. So now, understanding that the 9 year is here, Nick Foles wearing the 9, and he was a sub. He was just a backup or something. You feel me? This is the Eagles' first win ever. 2018 was an 11 year. Don't worry, I'm going to get back to that 11. And Nick Foles winning MVP, wearing the number 9 during this Wakanda Forever, this Black Panther, this Kendrick and SZA energy, right? All the stars, which is us, is very, very telling who's going to win the Super Bowl. 100% the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl, boy. Y'all crazy than a bitch if y'all don't think Spirit is not having a hand at this. This showing naked ass right now. So the Eagles are going to win this year for a fact. And not only are they going to win, and I think, I don't know if they ever did a co-MVP, but if they can do it, Saquon and Jalen Hurts got to get that co-MVP, baby. Fuck it. And that's going to show naked ass in melanated greatness, if you will. You feel me? So that's important to understand, right? That even this Super Bowl 59 is speaking to the perfect black, the lords of the earth, who is ours, the Lemurians, who is us, right? And Osiris, the Lord of the perfect black, is also the Super Bowl, which is 59, which equals 14. And y'all know Osiris or Osar got cut up into 14 pieces. And in them 14 pieces he got cut up, the only one that was missing was the phallus. And then Aset found the phallus, or she made another phallus, which is essentially just a pineal gland, and created Heru. So now the Herus are here to play. You are all of us, right? And we're stomping the yard with our black Air Force Ones. Because remember, Heru is getting back his right state of mind off of a covert experiment from a certain group of people that tried to encapsulate your mind with inferiority energy. We got to take back our sovereignhood by taking back our mind first. Nothing's going to change if you don't take back your mind first. And understand to the core that all of these signs pointing to the Eagles winning, right? And their first ever Super Bowl was this. That's the first time they ever won the Super Bowl. Was the same time SZA and Kendrick dropped that same album or that same song together. So now, if we understand that spirit does not lie, right? And they're going to just show naked ass, then we got to take rights or take our sovereign right back to walk this bitch down accordingly. Also in New Orleans, since it's going to be in New Orleans, we know that's the land of the black magic, right? The Voodoo Orleans is what they call it, or the Black Magic Land. Shout out to Marie Laveau. So there's going to be magic happening in that Creole area, New Orleans, which Kendrick is going to bring forth a certain level of genius to set people free in the mind. If you pick up on the clues, that's going to usher in another wave of mental alchemy. Because if you can see yourself in a particular light, in a particular walk of life as royalty, as God, then that's going to set the whole thing on fire. And they can't stop it. There's nothing they can do about it because it's here. You feel me? And there's nothing you can do. So 2025, a 9 year. 2018, it was 11 year. 9/11, same thing that happened in this goddamn. Watch the party die. 9/11. Hey, I can't make it up. I'm just telling y'all what it is, family. Watch the party die. Our black Air Force Ones are going to stomp out this whole goddamn Super Bowl. We on some nigga shit. We about to set this bitch on fire. And we're going to watch that so-called party die. Go listen to the song again. And see the whole thing implode from the inside out. Very powerful energy happened in February, family. I cannot make it up. I wish I could. I can't. This energy in February is going to show naked ass, boy. I'm talking about all kind of star energy is going to come through. You feel me? And we got to understand that to the core, that this is your time. This is your right to take back your mind. See, your mind has been hijacked by a people that obviously, if I was white, I would do it too. So I'm not mad at them. But now it's just time for you to take it back and sit on your rightful place as a throne, as the God and goddess that you are. When I'm saying you created everything, I'm saying, yes, you created everything. So now, how do you get into your own personal creation story? How do you get in your creative bag and start moving into a space of making things for you, for your family, and making things just happen because you're passionate about it? Instead of living in the drone robot mindset of, okay, I'm gonna just work for this white man and call it a life. You might have to come back for working for that white man because you never uproared or got into your rebellious spirit and say, you know what, enough is enough. I got to do something to climb out of this old self, but eventually I'm about to get there. And it's all mental, family. I'm telling you, it's a mental game that you're playing against yourself. And some of y'all, it might be a little bit too hard to climb out of there just based off of, you know, the trauma is so deep. So y'all are like, nah, fuck it. But if you ready to take this ride, if you want to really go for yours, then meditation every day is going to be step one. The end. And you can't look at no action reaction. You can't say, oh, okay, it's going to come tomorrow. And nigga, it might come in 10 years from now. But just because you meditated every day and it shifts your vibration slowly but surely, right? Step by step, brick by brick, something is going to shift inside of you where you say, wait a minute, what the fuck? You're going to wake up like, oh, shit. Damn, I've been tripping. Whoa. And you know what? It's never too late. That's the thing. You know, people say, oh, it's too late. It's too late. I'm too old. No, it's not, nigga. Shit. What? You too old, nigga. You a million years old. You don't want to come back and start over in that baby brain. You want to be able to say, okay, at least I did my big one at the end. Boom. And then get up out of here and then have other souls travels. Nigga, that baby brain, I'm telling y'all, dog, y'all got to hear what I'm saying. That baby brain is a motherfucker. A year is a long time on Earth. You got to do 6-7 years in that baby brain. You just babied out. You just trying to learn everything again, trying to figure it all out. Motor skill. Yeah, the baby look cute and stuff. And then your higher self might not be that kind to you. You might be like, all right, I'm gonna have to put this nigga in a whole dangerous situation because he was living too comfortable. So now I'm gonna have to put him in a whole nother state where he must climb out of this bitch. Cause I'm gonna tear his ass up this time. It's a game, family. You're playing a game. So you might as well start working on understanding how spirit is coming to you heavy right now, so you can actually turn up on this specific incarnation right now and get up out of this bitch. See, I had a dream last night. What the hell was my dream about? I was skating. It was like it was like everybody was on skates, and it was like a lunchroom on skates. Damn, what was it about? It was about something. Fuck it, I'm thinking, but we was in a lunchroom on skates. I had like 3 dreams last night. It was absolutely off the chain, but that one was something that stuck out to me. I got to sit with myself and try to remember what it was deeply about. So yeah, I got the Eagles covering the Chiefs. And if you know anything, when you seen this last scissor commercial, right, and you see the soldiers marching, that was just a sleight of hand he tried to do, because he's marching out and he's gonna have these goddamn black Air Force Ones all over this field. Trust and believe, nigga, them black Air Force Ones will be represented in this goddamn Super Bowl heavy. And even when you see Kendrick dropping specific songs on specific dates, it always lined up with some black shit, some melanated shit. So obviously he's going to usher in a certain vibration in this Super Bowl that says they not like us. They are not like us. You're a star, all the stars. And the more you live in your starhood, your goddess and godhood, the more things will start to make more sense to you. See, Kendrick had to go through his whole shadow work album as well, right? He has to go through his process as well and put himself into the right state of mind to understand who he is divinely. So that's when he's seen his not the GNX, but the last album before that, that Shadow Work album. And even in the incarnation in that GNX, he was basically saying, look, nigga, I'm trying to overcome a lot of stuff. You feel me? So now Kendrick is essentially saying we taking back our right to be gods on our own land. And, you know, he might be sleight of hand. You know, I think he's like in that Hebrew Israelite type of vibration type of thing. You feel me? Like Kyrie and shit. So understand to the core, right? A neglected history of indigenous black Indians is you. And now it's time for you to know who you are and understand who you and your grandpa and great 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 grandpas are and your ancestors are, because you are the king and queen of Zamunda. Yes, up, family. Give me some questions, baby. Give me some questions. What y'all got? What y'all got? Give me some questions. Nope, then Monkey Man came out last year. He did Monkey Man, Titus? I don't remember that. I thought somebody else did Monkey Man, but if he did, that was fly. I had the did I decode Monkey Man? Anyway, Monkey Man was about Hanneman. Well, it said it in the thing. It said it was about Hanneman. What's the spell for court cases to go in your favor, brother Dreamwise? Well, just see yourself winning in your mind's eye. You know, you don't need no spell. You just need to see it yourself walking out of that courtroom. Do it for a few days. Like if the court is it, do it for a few days. See yourself walking out of that courtroom smiling. Because if you're seeing yourself already walking out of the courtroom losing and sad, then obviously the vibration or the energy is going to shift into that reality. Remember, you're living in the multiverse of madness. So you got to see yourself walking out of that courtroom winning. And the more you visualize yourself, seeing yourself happy winning, then the more things is going to come to you, ideas, channels, downloads is going to come to you. And then you're going to say, oh shit, I got something else I got to tell my lawyer. Boom. And then you're going to tell your lawyer something 2 days before the court case that's going to shift his whole thing and say, oh nigga, you should have been told me that. And you're going to walk smooth up out of that bitch just because a subtle thing that you remembered, slightly remembered, based off of you change your vibration, and the outcome of winning that bitch is going to happen. So visualization is the key. Imagination is the key to all of this stuff. And the more you get into your imagination every day, the more you'll start to see, oh, wait, Spirit is giving me the plays, baby. They telling me what to do. God damn, I don't even have to do nothing. I just got to show up and close my eyes. And then Spirit going to give me the plays in my dreams, in my waking life. And I'm just shit. You just got to get there. I'm telling you, once y'all get there, y'all be like, oh shit, this shit is kind of easy. This shit is easy. And you don't have, you can ask yourself a question. Now, look, some of y'all's mind, the ego is a motherfucker. So then the ego is holding a lot of melanated people back because the brain is trying to override your true messages. So that's up to you to eradicate them fear, low vibrational fear thoughts. But it takes time to eradicate it, of course, because you've been addicted to that old self. So that old self addiction feels good to you. You would rather see the worst happen than the best. based off of being so goddamn traumatized, you like, well, shit, this will feel good to me if I keep on seeing this bad shit happening. Like you feel good seeing you niggas be feeling good seeing other people losing and shit. Y'all know them niggas. Your partner come to you. You don't got no job and shit. Your partner come, man, I just lost my job. You for real? What? Nah, they can't be doing that, nigga. They some hoes. You smiling in the inside and shit. That's some bullshit, nigga. You gonna get your shit back. Don't worry about that. They some hoe ass niggas. Huh? Hit this blunt though. Hit this blunt. Hit this blunt. That niggas be happy, boy. Cause they be stuck in such a low vibe. You gotta get away from all them niggas. That shit is low vibration, boy. They can't wait to see you lose. Damn, I done got in a car wreck. What, nigga? He dancing on the inside of shit. Why they do that? Why they be hating like that? They just like dancing and shit. Oh, I hate that shit. Hey, them boys, you gotta get away. Hey, your mama, your whoever, your daddy, your brothers, sisters, your friends, your quote unquote friends, all the co-workers, all of them niggas that had that hate, you can see, you know it. You just playing naive. You know, you can feel it, nigga. Then the minute you do good, hey, I got a job. Oh, congratulations. They barely can say congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, what? You got a job? Hey, the hate they give. You gotta stay away from all them niggas, boy. That shit trash, boy. You need winners in your circle. Only winners. People that's doing, people that's thriving and striving. You feel me? That's all of us in the Patreon. We ain't gonna hate on nobody in this bitch. What? We excited. We ecstatic. That shit is called love, nigga. Unconditional love for yourself because you reflecting a certain energy back off of you. Oh, my nigga won. That shit is exciting. That shit should make you feel great. Kid, that shit. I better watch them. Hey, I'm telling y'all, nigga, that shit keep on. See, and that'll hold you back. Yeah, man, they some bullshit. They made me lose it. Man, I hate that you lost your job, nigga. Be really happy inside and shit. Crazy, boy. Hell no. Cosmic Puzzle P said, I'm late. Who you got winning the game? I got the Eagles winning, and I got the score being. I'm gonna predict the score later because shit, I gotta, how I do. I gotta predict the score later and shit. You feel me? You think the refs gonna cheat for Mahomes like they've been doing for years? Nah, the Eagles got this one for a fact. The spirited play, so shit. At the same time, now if at any case Mahomes and them does pull it off, then there must be something at play that we got to see based off of the energy shifting in a particular way. But niggas got the Eagles winning just based off of what Spirit is communicating. With the first one they ever won was 2018 when Black Panther came out, and the quarterback that won MVP was Nick Foles that wore the number 9. So since this is being a 9 year, the Eagles are gonna fly high and win this bitch. You feel me? So that's just and hey, I don't got no dog in the race. I just want to see a good game. I just feel like the Eagles is gonna win based off of Spirit showing all these signs and symbols of them winning and ushering in this specific vibration. Because Kendrick and SZA singing at all the stars in that year, right? And that's their first ever time doing that. Now they're going to be on a bigger platform, which is the Super Bowl. It's just all showing. It's showing in alignment. You feel me? That okay, that history is going to repeat itself in a fashion that says you're going to take out even if you look deeper into the fold, right? Mahomes can represent Drake. Yeah, Mahomes can represent Drake. So now, because he has that, half-breed thing and that whole they not like us energy, Mahomes, he represents this energy signature of Drake. And nigga Kendrick represents Jalen Hurts. You feel me? So it's all in alignment. And Kendrick is gonna win because he's been winning. So and this is the Kendrick Bowl. So now all of a sudden, the spiritual signs is pointing to the Eagles winning this bitch and winning kind of favorably. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. The Eagles winning kind of, shit. If the fix is in, then they're gonna have to really fix this hole because there's no way they're just gonna blow them out. There's no way they're gonna have to fix it, and then we'll be able to tell. Oh yeah, they was cheating. They trying to keep the energy alive. But with Mahomes being that same culture as Drake, went to all white school, half white, half black. Really don't understand the culture, right? Now it's just showing that they are about to take this loss and Jalen Hurts is about to pull it off. H-Town, baby, stand up. What's up, baby? Jalen Hurts hurting them boys. Yes, up, family. Yes, up. What's your thoughts on Carl Jung's dream wise? Oh, yeah, he's a god. That's a god. You feel me? He got the symbolic representation of all of that, all the mind stuff that we got to get with. You feel me? You feel me? That's where it's at. Yeah, all of that psychology stuff is just what spirit is about. See, the mind is all, the universe is mental. First law of mentalism, or first law of the universe, or the law of Tahuti. So now we just got to understand, take back your rightful state of mind, and you'll take back your God-given right. Because, boy, we doing a Gatorade bath on Jalen Hurts and them. Yes, sir, family. I love and appreciate y'all. Love and appreciate y'all. Peace to the gods.